What's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to show you my lighting upgrade. I'm going to go the hybrid route, which would be the combination of the T5s with the LEDs that I'm currently running. I've decided to go with two 54-watt retrofit T5 fixtures. For the bulbs I'm going to be using blue plus, and the idea is to have one on each side, keeping the LED fixture in the center. Now the fixture I purchased is more of a DIY, where you have to put together. I really was trying to get one that you would just plug and play, but those usually come with two bulbs, meaning I would have ended up with a total of four bulbs, and for me that's going to be a little bit too much overkill. For that I might as well just remove my LEDs and go full-blown T5s. All I'm really looking for is just for supplemental light to see if it helps me out with growth and some shadowing spots on some of the coral. One of the things is that, as you guys know, these fixtures, they come built for hanging inside a canopy, and I have an open top, so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to see how I'm going to hang them and make it look as neat as possible. But the initial idea is to hang them using these knobs in the corner of my LED fixture. So let's see how that works out. Now, another thing I did forget to mention, guys, about 2 months ago I've decided to lower my fixture down about 2 inches to provide my tank with a little bit more light intensity now that I have more SPS in the tank. As you can see, what's holding up my light here, I've constructed this out of aluminum T-slots, and both bars are being held by a special bolt there that I can easily loosen up using an Allen key, and that lets me slide the arm up or down to adjust the height on my fixture. Now, I think this is going to come in handy. As you guys know, they advise whenever you have a T5 fixture metal highlights and you change out your bulbs every 6 months, the bulbs are going to be pretty strong, so they advise you to raise up your fixture to acclimate your coral to the new bulbs. So I think this is going to come in pretty handy whenever I have to change bulbs every 6 months to get my coral acclimated to the new bulbs. So we'll see how that works out. That's about it, guys. Let me go ahead and show you guys the fixture I purchased. Alright, so here's the fixture I purchased. As you guys can see, it's more of a DIY project. This fixture has to be put together. Shouldn't be that hard. It's also the cheapest route to go. So as you can see in the box, we get the two reflectors. You get your ballast. What I really like is that the ballast is nice and small, it's not bulky. All your wiring harness, your end caps here for your bulbs, clips for your bulbs, and some hardware to hang up the fixtures if you have a canopy. So yeah, guys, that's everything you get in the box. I mean, it could be a little bit of a hassle to put together, but it shouldn't be that hard. Probably the hardest part would be finding a way to hang them up. Alright, so the way I'm going to hang up these lights, I'm going to go ahead and drill some holes here on my reflectors. As you can see, I already have all my markings done, making sure that everything is centered and aligns along with the knobs on my LEDs where I'm going to hang them from. I also make sure I kept the protective film here to prevent them from getting scratched. I went ahead and installed my clips here to hold the bulbs as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start drilling these and then show you guys how I'm going to hang these from my LED fixture. Alright, so I've completed all the wiring and connections here. Initially, when you first get when you start doing your wiring, there's going to be a lot of wire mess. There's a whole lot of wires you're going to be working with. So to make it a lot easier, I went ahead and regrouped all of them. Separated them into groups, holding them down by using electrical tape. So there's a total of 2 wires for each connection here. So this would be one end of the connection. That's the other side of the connection. And then basically I just made sure everything, I just wrapped it down here with electrical tape to make it look a lot neater. Connected here my the electrical plug, and overall it's just going to make it a lot more easier once I start mounting them, and also when you're going to do all your wire management to hide the wires. Okay, so I've just finished hanging up the reflectors. I also went ahead and installed my bulbs. The bulbs I'm going to be using are the blue plus bulbs. And I was able to hang up the reflectors using the corner knobs there on my LED fixture. And overall, guys, I think it came out pretty nice. It matches my fixture. Everything's nice and centered. And for not having a canopy, I don't think it looks that bad. Of course, the next challenge here is going to be to do all my wire management. As I just showed you, I finished doing all my wiring. I just have to go ahead and connect the end caps here to the bulbs, and then start doing all the wire management to make it look as neat as possible. So what I'm going to be doing is using that center slot there on my aluminum T-slot, the center slot that runs down the middle. I'm going to be using that to help me out with hiding some of the wiring. So let's see how everything comes out. Right, so I went ahead and installed the end caps here on the bulbs. I was also able to complete all my wire management. It was a lot easier to do by keeping all the wirings in groups, less of a wire mess. Initially, I was going to go ahead and put electrical tape wherever there was wire showing, but to make it look a lot neater, I've decided to purchase some of this kinky tubing here that's used to pretty much just hide the wire. Now, as you can see, the way I routed all my wiring, I routed it down the side here, and then down the middle of the back reflector. Then it goes into the top of the arm there, the slot of the arm, and down the center slot of the aluminum bar that's on the wall. All I have to do is just go ahead and complete installing the kinky tubing here on all the wiring to make it look a lot neater. So we finally completed the T5 project. I'm going to give you guys here a quick look at the tank. I think it looks amazing. I'm really happy with the supplemental light. Gives the tank a nice look. Everything's nice and centered. I also was able to finish all the kinky tubing on the wiring. I'll give you guys a side view here. So all the wiring is covered up by the kinky tubing. It runs down the center of the aluminum T-slots. So there's no wire showing. So overall, I'm really happy the way the project came out. Let me give you guys here a quick look at the tank on how everything looks with the supplemental light. Everything looks really clear and bright. Overall, I'm really happy with everything. Now for you guys that stuck till the end of this video, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek at the new fish that we have here in the tank. The new fish has been in here for approximately about a week now. He's still a little skittish, still getting used to the tank. But it's a really nice fish. I really love this fish. And let me go ahead and show you guys. He usually chills around this side. Barbonius anteus, also known as the blotchy anteus. Has amazing coloration on it. I'll give you guys a full video on him later on when I got him and when I was acclimating him. So stay tuned to that video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And as always, thank you guys for watching.